Princess Khanya. Khanya? Beautiful. All right, let's do this. There we go. All right, we're back for another platform, Volume 8, our first edition of Only Females. Just amazing stories, amazing power. And joining us on the stage at the Aardvark is Princess Khanya. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, when we're talking about Perth music and we kind of put some feelers out there of which females we needed to get on, we heard your name come up quite a few times. So we said, let's make sure it happens.
Well, I'm very honored. Thank you to whoever that was. Like, I'm really excited and very honored that, my name's been mentioned and everything.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about where music kind of started for you. How long, you've been dropping music since 2018, but I'm guessing that's not when you decided you enjoyed music.
No, I've always loved music. Growing up, my parents, especially my dad, really, really liked listening to hip hop music. So I grew up listening to a lot of the artists that they liked. And I loved watching MTV and like learning dances. And I always wanted to be like, the girls in just Destiny's Child, all the music video I would watch. Like, I always wanted to be one of those girls because I dance as well. So performing has always been something I've enjoyed. And then my parents kind of noticed that I really liked music and got me started in piano lessons. At the time, I lived in a really, really small town that didn't offer a lot. I lived in the Northern Territory. And very, very, very small town. And the only options I had were piano lessons. And then for dancing, there was only ballet lessons or jazz lessons. And I chose ballet. So I kind of started off doing ballet and playing the keyboard. And that was super, super fun. And, I just got more and more involved. Obviously, we moved to Perth and there were way more opportunities. I know people say Perth is small, but coming from the Northern Territory, this is like a big city for me.
Yeah, it's all comparative.
Yeah. So here, like I did more dance styles. I did jazz, hip hop, Afro, dance hall, and heels. And then I started doing vocal lessons and keyboard lessons in high school because the school I went to offered a lot more. And later on, I ended up going to John Curtin. I was in the performing arts program there. So that's where I really heavily studied music theory, and I was part of choir and did vocal lessons and stuff like that. So that's when I really had my big music dreams fulfilled when it comes to the education side. And I don't think I would have gotten that opportunity if we stayed in the NT. So I'm very grateful we moved.
So for you, when did you realize that you had stories that you wanted to tell and actually you started to write your own lyrics rather than performing, other people's music?
I started writing songs when I was 6. They were very silly little songs. Like if I was annoyed at my mom, or my dad, I would write songs like they won't let me watch TV, and I'll kind of sing and pretend to play on my keyboard. I was still learning. I didn't really know. And I would pretend to write these songs and kind of write notes on sheet music, but barely. And that's where I kind of started writing, attempting to write. And just more and more I've evolved, and I'm working with someone right now who's a really good songwriter, and they're kind of pushing me a bit more in terms of just really being a solid songwriter, and I'm really excited about that.
I love it. I love it. And let's talk about your performance. I'm yet to see you perform live, but you had told me that you've been performing around. What is, a Princess Khanya performance like?
Dancing. There has to be dancing. It's very lively. It's very fun. I am a music lover, so I like exploring different genres. I've done dance hall. I've done Afro songs. I've done hip hop. I've rapped and done the whole R&B thing. I even gave people some rock music at one gig. Yeah, it's very, I feel like at the start it was very much everything I liked, but now we kind of focus more on that Afro sound and that R&B sound that really gets people grooving. But the main thing I would say about my shows is that it's just really lively, and I just want people to dance along with me if they don't know the words to the songs that we perform.
Yeah, no, I love that. And that's the whole aim behind platform and the support network that comes behind it. You know, for you, what does the rest of the year kind of look like? You know, I see the music that you're dropping. You collaborating with people in Perth at the moment?
Maybe.
She's like, I don't want to let too much out.
Yeah. So I have spoke about this a little bit. I have an EP coming up. I'm working with a producer I linked up with that's in Philadelphia, and she co-wrote my single that I just dropped with me, Summer. So she produced that and co-wrote the song with me. And that was a really cool experience. She's very, 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 very experienced, and I'm very thankful and grateful that she's, you know, sharing her knowledge, especially when it comes to songwriting, because I do believe that's, you know, an area I can grow in, and I have a lot of respect for artists that can write their own songs as well, because I feel like it's very authentic when you sing your own songs and you tell your own story in your own words. So I've got that. And then I have another project. I won't give too much away. I'm going to be working with another producer in South Africa. We linked because we have the same name, and we're kind of just talking, and we're going to be working on something together that is, the vision for it is to kind of bridge South Africa and Perth together. So there will be some collaborations, I won't say, but those are two projects that I'm super excited for, and I'm really keen to kind of push my songwriting. Yeah, because I feel like I write a lot of songs, but I don't share all of them. So this is my time to finally just release everything.
Well, I love that. And I love that we're going to, you know, feel that Afro beat style on your performance, and also some of that Philadelphia, you know, coming through as well. You know, like I said to start, we're really stoked to have you a part of our platform Volume 8 all-female edition at the Aardvark May 25th. Princess Khanya, I will see you on the stage, and I'm excited to, you know, see what you bring to the platform performance.
Yes, I'm so keen. I'm so keen. We are ready to show you guys what we've got, and we're ready for everyone to dance with us, of course.
Of course. I'll be standing on the side of the stage, down in the audience, having a dance. So I expect everyone to do that. But thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.